If you're wanting to eat well, save time and save money, then it's a really good idea to create some new healthy habits and routines. Now, one of my favorites is what I call Sunday sessions. And I basically use Sundays to do something to get me ready for a healthy week ahead. So something I sometimes do on a Sunday is I cook up a couple of chickens. Now I may use one for dinner or for lunch that day, but I also then have 2 chickens that I can take all the meat off the bones, pop it in a container, and then you've got something for a quick dinner, or you can just chuck it in with some salad during the week and make yourself a healthy lunch. And to make sure that you're not wasting anything and saving money that way, I basically get the bones of the chickens once I've used them, put them in a bag, and once I've got 3 or 4 of those, I just kind of put them in the freezer, get it out, I make a batch of stock, and it's a much cheaper way to make the whole use of the bird. Another great idea is to make a batch of soup at the weekend, because not only can you have it for lunches during the weekend, you can then have it for lunches during the week, or again, a quick dinner if you don't have much time. Now, because when you make a batch of soup, if you normally put it in the freezer in a big lump, it takes ages to defrost and it often kind of puts you off. So what I do is I use these little silicone containers, which are basically giant ice cubes, and just pop a little bit of soup into those. This works also really well for casseroles or anything like that. And then you freeze them and pop them into a bag. And what that means is that when you're ready to actually have some soup, you can just take out a couple of chunks at a time, depending on how hungry you are, and it defrosts in next to no time. And again, it does work with all sorts of different dishes. And in my freezer at home, I've basically got a pick and mix of all sorts of different meals. Another idea is actually do some bulk prep of some vegetables. So what I do on a Sunday is I roast a whole tray of whatever seasonal vegetables there are around, or any odds and ends of bits of veg that I've got left over from the week. You just put a little bit of olive oil on it, and then you can season it, put some herbs if you like, and then pop it into the oven. And then you've got a beautiful box there of ready-made roasted vegetables, which will last for a couple of days. You can chuck them into a salad with egg or tuna for the week, or again, make a quick and easy dinner just from the roasted vegetables. Now, to keep those vegetables nice and fresh in the fridge, a top tip is just to get a piece of paper towel, fold it up and pop it on the top before you pop on the lid. The same goes for if you take it for lunch, because it absorbs the moisture and stops it going soggy. For these ideas and more tips on how to eat well and pay less, check out PAK'nSAVE.co.nz.